This room was the worst hotel room I have ever seen in my life. Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Dee Dee back at it again with another freaking video. Yes, I am late. I am beyond late posting this, y'all, but hey, stuff happens, things happen. I'm gonna blame it on I'm pregnant, okay? I got stuff to do. But we are still in December. So of course I'm gonna post this, and two, y'all need the second part to the story. I can't just leave y'all hanging like that. So here y'all are, and enjoy the video because this part of the story gets real crazy. And I'm getting traumatized thinking about it. There was mold on the ceiling right above the bed. There was a draft. It was so cold in that room. I'm like, why is it cold? We are in Miami. Why is it so cold in here? Thirdly, I go into the bathroom. There's piss on the seat. There is hair in the tub. I'm like, no. There's no way that we're staying here. There's no way.
That'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
In there all of 3 minutes until I turned back around and I was like, I'm going downstairs and I'm about to get us a new room. So I called my cousin. I'm like, this hotel is nasty. And she's like, yeah, girl, I should have told you. Red Roof Inns are like the worst hotel that you can really book. Like, they're not really the best. And I was like, dang, I wish I knew that. I'm like, I got asthma. I can't be breathing in no mold. Like, no, we're not staying here. Buster's like, yeah, and then he's with me on it. He's like, yeah, let's go down and change the room. We go downstairs and I'm like, yeah, this room is filthy. Can we please get another room? I cannot stay in that one. And she's like, yes, and she gets us a new room. We go to the new room, and this one is it's way better. It's like, I don't know. It's so funny because in the hotel, there was like a whole other half of the hotel, and she brings us to this other half that's like way nicer. So I'm like, so did you just book us in like the busted, crusted, like, is this the trap house part of the hotel on this side, and then this is like the nicer part? I don't know. But she brought us to a room and it was really, really nice. Like, it was decent. I won't say it was really nice. It was decent, okay? The bed was nice. Everything was clean. Everything was great. But I still brought my shower shoes because I ain't stepping on nobody's tile. And not prepared yet. But anyways, so I'm kind of mad. I'm just mad at this whole, because it's already starting to be shit. And I'm like, we already got, our flight was delayed, and then they gave us this really dusty ass, disgusting room. And now you won't let me go to my cousin's Airbnb. I'm just kind of like, yo, I'm ready to go sleep. But he was trying to be all like lovey-dovey. I'm like, no, like, you just, no. I go in the shower. He's already passed out. Get out the shower, and I carry myself to sleep. And then the next morning I get up at about 8 because I'm not getting up any earlier than that. I'm sorry. Text my cousin. I'm like, what's the move? Like, what are we doing today? She's like, yeah, we're going to brunch. And at this time, Buster was already up watching TV. And I get ready and I'm telling him, hey, I'm about to head to this restaurant to meet my cousin and her friends there. So I'm getting ready, and literally this is all he wanted to do. He just wanted to be there. He didn't really have no plans. But I did book us a boat tour because I was like, that's the least thing we can do together since you are here. I'm ready to go, and I got my purse. I got everything. I made sure I had everything. But before I left, I run into the bathroom and I come back out, grab my purse. Now, keep this in mind because this is important. Like, I left my purse, right? I left my purse in the, where the bed is, the living room area, and then I run to the bathroom, come back out and grab my purse, okay? And I'm ready to go. I already have my lift on the way. So I take the lift to the restaurant, right? The restaurant was so nice. Like, the food was so good. I might even put like some pictures. It was the best breakfast that I've ever had. Like, it was so good. And I miss everything about Miami. I just wish I had a more enjoyable experience, but it was beautiful. The place was beautiful. I remember when I first got there, like the palm trees, I was just amazed by everything. But when we get there, right, I'm ordering my food and stuff, and I'm like, I want a mimosa, because everybody's ordering a mimosa. I go in my purse to look for my ID. They need to see my ID before I order an alcoholic beverage. So I go in my purse and I don't see my ID. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. And I'm like, I know for a fact that before I left, I made sure I had my phone, I made sure I had my debit card, my credit card, and I made sure I had my ID. Where's my ID? Like, well, I'm really dumbfounded. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thinking it fell out of my purse at this point. I'm thinking it fell out of my purse. So I'm looking around, I'm looking under my seat, I'm looking like on the table. I even walked to the front of the restaurant. I'm thinking, did I drop it on the way? It's nowhere to be found. I'm telling my cousin, like, hey, I don't have my ID. She's like, oh, well, see if it's at the hotel, the Red Roof Inn, where Buster is. So I call him. I'm like, hey, like, have you seen my ID? Like, did I leave it on the table or something? And he's like,
Oh no, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it at all.
so I'm like, okay. Let me know if you do see it, because I don't have it on me, and I need it because I'm not able to order any drinks. Like, we're in Miami. Like, that's what we're supposed to do, is drink. Like, that's the main activity that's going on here. Like, come on. I get frustrated because I'm like, damn, I don't even have my ID. So, but I still enjoy my meal. I just had some regular orange juice. I was sad that I couldn't get lit that morning, but it's okay. The food was still so good. So after that, their plan was to go back to the Airbnb, get ready, because they're about to go to the beach. So I'm like, okay, I want to go see the Airbnb. So I go with them back to the Airbnb. I brought my swimsuit and my outfit for the beach there, like, to get ready. But I'm like, hey, I don't even want to go to the beach until I find my ID. I don't want to be left out not getting no drinks. I call Buster again. I'm like, hey, have you seen it at all? I don't know where it is. I'm thinking it fell out of my purse. And he's like, yeah, it probably fell out of your purse. It probably fell. He kept saying that. My cousin's like overhearing the conversation, and she starts catching on. She's like, hey, girl, by the way he's been acting before you got on this trip, I'm thinking he took your ID. I'm thinking he hid it. And you know what's so funny? I was not thinking that. I was thinking there is no way this man would go this far to ruin my trip. There is no way. Like, he has to be psychotic to do that. Like, no way. I'm thinking, no, he didn't do that. Like, I'm literally telling her, I'm like, no. I think it's just lost. I think I just lost it. I'm thinking I left it in the Uber. So she's like, go back to the hotel and try to find it. Because she's like, I want you to have a good time. And yeah, you do need your ID, so go back and see if it's there. And I'm like, yeah, I think I should do that. This is when I start running up my card, right? Because I had to take so many Lyfts and so many Ubers back and forth. And mind you, riding to and from places was like $20 an Uber. So think about that. That's why I had to have $800. That's not even enough to go to Miami. Honestly, you need 1,000 or more. I take an Uber back to the Red Roof Inn. And I go into the hotel and I'm looking around. Mind you, Buster is just sitting there. Like, he's just sitting there not looking. I'm like looking at him. I'm like, hey, can you help me look for my ID? Like, hello, like, I need it. Like, can you help me look for it? And he's like, I
looked everywhere. I didn't find it. Like, just look, you can look behind me, but it's not here. It's not in the room.
So, I don't know. He's just acting weird. He's like not trying to look for it. And he like kept like standing in this area like he was trying to hide something. I'm looking under the bed, I'm looking under the pillow, I'm looking on this dresser thing. And then I finally look over by the nightstand where I was sleeping on my side. I look down and I see my ID. It almost looks like it was just strategically placed right underneath the freaking nightstand.
That's weird.
Like it's poking out just a little bit. Just a little bit to the point where I can see it. I'm like, oh shit, there it is. I'm picking it up and it's going through my mind. I know for a fact I had it in my purse before I left. But mind you guys, I went back into the bathroom and I came out. But before that, I knew I had everything in my purse. I pick it up off the floor and I'm like, did you put this here? I just said it. I'm like, did you put this here? Because it doesn't make sense. Why is it that it's right here and you said you looked everywhere and it's literally like, I can see it. Like I'm looking down, I can see it. Did you put it here? And you know what's so funny? Anytime this man lied, I could always tell when he was lying. Cause he'd be like, oh, no, I didn't put it there. Like, why would you even say that? Blah, blah, blah. Like, just, I could tell. I can always tell when this man is lying. And I decided, okay, you didn't put it here. But I knew he did. I knew he did. And I was just in shock. I was literally in shock. I'm like, this dude really tried to ruin my whole trip by hiding my ID. I remember after that, I was like, that's when I knew I can't be with this person. Like if you are willing to do that, I don't know what else you're willing to do. Like, are you willing to hide my inhaler when I'm having an asthma attack? Like, I don't know what you're capable of. Honestly, I don't. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, you're telling me you didn't have this. You didn't know this was here. He's like,
No, why would you even say that? You don't trust me. You don't trust me after all I've done for you. After all I've done for you. After all I've done for you, you don't trust me. After all
I'm like, bro, shut up. Like, this is what started a huge ass argument, y'all. He's like getting pissed. He's like,
how dare you accuse me of doing that? I would never in my life do that. Why would I do that? That's so stupid.
and he's getting so mad because I'm over it now. I'm like, I know you did it, but I know how he is, so I'm not even pressing the issue anymore. I'm like, okay, you didn't do it, whatever, but I don't know how it was in this room the whole time and you just now, and you didn't see it when it's literally right there. And I literally know that I put it in my purse before I left. But I went to the bathroom and I come out and it's not in my purse. What is the logic there? That's the only explanation is that you took it. I'm done with the conversation. I go quiet. I go mute because I'm like, I don't want to accelerate, what do you call it? I don't want to increase the situation right now. Like, I don't. So he's literally going off. He's like,
wow, like you really think that low of me? You really think that low of me? You think I would hide your ID? You really think that? Let's call your mom. Let's call your mom. Let's tell her that you're out here drinking. Let's tell her that you're out here trying to get fucked up.
Then it came out. It came out, y'all. Why he took it. He didn't want me to drink. He thought I was going to get so fucked up that I was going to lose my mind and forget the fact that I was in a relationship and go F around with another man.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And it's all coming to me. I'm like, you insecure, like,
And
you really went to this length. So he's like,
yeah, let's call your mom. Let's see what she thinks. Yeah. Let's call your mom. Let's tell her that you're out here trying to get fucked up. You're out here trying to drink. You're out here trying to on other dudes.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, where is this coming from? Where is this coming from, sir? Like, what are you talking about? Oh, he calls my mom. And he's like,
Yeah. Oh, Lori, your daughter's out here trying to drink. She's out here trying to get messed up with her cousin. She doesn't know these streets. She doesn't know Miami like I know Miami.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
bro, you don't even know Miami. You've never been here. What are you talking about? You don't know Miami like I know Miami. You've never been here. Stop. Like,
Your daughter does not trust me, and I'm out here trying to protect her. I'm out here trying to protect her, and she won't let me.
I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. So then he starts crying, yo, and he gets in my face with my mom on the phone. He gets in my face. He's like,
so you don't trust me? You don't trust me after everything I've done for you? You don't trust me?
like he's getting in my face. And he's getting so close and he's yelling. He's yelling. I'm literally standing here like a deer caught in headlights. No pun intended. But I'm standing here like a deer caught in headlights. Like, why are you in my face? Never in my life. No, he's done that once before. But he's never got, like, I'm just shocked. Like, why are you in my face yelling? So I start to cry. I start to cry because I'm like, yo, lower your tone and get the fuck away from me. We are in another state. I'm far from like my mom and all my family. Get the fuck away from me. He's in my face, y'all. He's in my face yelling. He's saying all this stuff that I do for you. I got this room for you. I got this room to protect you. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm literally just standing here quiet because I'm like letting him talk. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I'm literally asking him, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Calm down. Calm down. And then he's like,
Your daughter, she has some issues. She has some issues.
I'm like, no, you have some issues. Like, what is wrong with you? I'm in shock. I'm crying. So I tell my mom, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go back over to my cousin and her friends Airbnb, and I'm about to go there because I can't stay here, and I just had to get the out of there. So I take my bag of clothes, I take my backpack, I take my purse, I pack it all up, and I just leave out of there. I was like, I gotta go. He's like huffing and puffing, and he gets off the phone with my mom, and he's just huffing and puffing, pacing. Like, wow, you don't trust me? Like, you really think I would do that? You really think you would? And it's funny because, like, why are you doing all this if you didn't? Like, why are you acting like this? So anyway, I leave out and I'm waiting in the lobby. I text my cousin. I'm like, hey, I'm coming to you. I'm about to stay with you. Because it was only supposed to be one night. I was there anyway. Like, I'm staying with you. I'm on my way, and I found my ID. And I tell her, guess where it was? I call her. I'm like, guess where it was? And she's like, what? I was like, it was under the nightstand. She's like, he took it. I'm like, I know he did. I know he did. And I should have believed you when you said it the first time. But I didn't want, I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. This man is not that crazy, but he is. He is. So anyway, I am waiting for my Lyft. And again, I have to take another $20 Uber back over to the Airbnb. So I go over to the Airbnb. I'm still like tearing up a little bit. I'm trying to get it together because I'm like, hey, I'm in Miami. Let me have some fun. Let me try to enjoy myself. So I get there, and my cousin and her friends are at the beach right now. So she gives me the code. There's basically a code you have to get into the Airbnb. It's just me in there. I'm putting my outfit on for the beach. No, not for the beach, because they had already been there for like, because that whole ordeal took like an hour. The traffic in Miami is really bad. So it took me about 40 minutes to get to the Red Roof. Whole ordeal with me and Buster took like another hour, I don't know, or so. So they've been there, and they're like moving on to something else. So I'm at the Airbnb. I'm waiting for them to get done at the beach because I'm like, whatever you guys are doing next, I'm just gonna go with you guys to that. I'm like just sitting there like, damn, like this. I'm just realizing the gravity of my then relationship. I was like, wow. All I was thinking about was when I get back home, like, this is done. I'm waiting for them to get back, and my cousin texts me, and she's like, hey, when we get back, we're gonna go out on South Beach and just walk around, because on South Beach they got all these restaurants, they got all these clubs, and yeah, we're about to do that. When she gets back, I'm telling her everything. She's like, damn, like he's a weirdo, like why the fuck would he do that? And she was like, I told you not to bring him on this trip. And I was like, I know, but I have my mom, my grandma, and him on my. So I felt like I had no choice but to bring him. we're getting ready to go out. I'm happy because I got my ID. I'm mad that I had to waste $40 altogether going back and forth between the Red Roof and the Airbnb, and I'm pissed about that, but it is what it is. And we go out that night and we have fun. I forgot to add that this whole night while I'm out trying to have a good time with my cousin, he's blowing my phone up. He's saying, hey, where are you at? What's going on? Are you mad at me? Blah, blah, blah. Like, he just keeps blowing up my phone with calls and texts. But at this point, I'm not answering it because, yo, I'm upset. The way you acted was so out of line. So I'm just trying to have a good time. So I'm not answering any of his calls or texts. We went to South Beach and we went to all these restaurants. I'll probably put some more video of that. We have fun. It's so crazy because through that video you wouldn't know that I was stressed out, but that's probably why it was so short, because I mean I really couldn't film too much. So we was in South Beach for like an hour or two, but then we left and then we was gonna go try to find like a club or some party or event to go to. And this is the part where I kind of got irritated because we had taken so many Airbnbs. I keep saying Airbnbs when I meant to say Ubers. We took an Airbnb, like, and mind you, the traffic is so bad, so they charge you up the ass. We went to one place and the line was so long and we was waiting there forever, like, to get into the club. And we just decided to leave because the line was not moving. So we went to another one. It was like an Afrobeats thing. We got to the second event. It was already late. It was already going on like 12 something. And the event, when we got there, the event had already ended. So we're like, what the fuck? We didn't even get to do nothing. But we did have some fun in South Beach earlier that day. So it was cool. So we got back and I fell asleep. And yeah, me and my cousin shared a bed. We got the big room, period. Oh, mind you, that whole night, Buster is blowing up my phone.
Oh shit, here we go again.
I am not answering it. I'm not answering it for shit. I'm like, what you did was like crazy. So I'm not talking to you right now. I did text him when I got to the Airbnb just to let him know that I'm there. Because I didn't want him running to my mom saying, oh, she's not answering, blah, blah, blah. Yo, it was like he loved going to her because he knew it was gonna ruin more of my trip. Whatever he says, she's gonna be like, oh, you know, just run with it. We got back at like I think it was 1:32 a.m., something like that. And I texted him, just said, I'm back at the Airbnb, good night. The next morning, again, I have pages and pages of texts like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, blah, blah, blah.
Who are you?
I didn't answer. At the end of this, I'm feeling like I was really a fool because I just let this guy ruin my whole trip with my cousin. My one trip that I had with my cousin. Like, she visits up here every once in a while and I visit there, but never have we actually went on a trip together. So for me to let this man just like ruin our trip, it kind of made me upset at the end. I was like, dang, I really just let him do that. So that day, after we had another brunch, we went to this Jamaican event and it was fun. Like, we had a good time. It's like, I don't know. It's like every time we went to a place, like the girls wasn't really feeling it and they wanted to leave. We didn't stay that long, and I mean, it was fun while it lasted, but I wish we stayed longer. Oh, that was another thing. I was like, yo, like, can we compromise on a place that we want to go to instead of taking all these Ubers? Cause yo, my pockets. Thank you. And so they had the speedboat thing that they were gonna go to. And I remember I'm looking at my bookings, right? And I see that I actually booked me and Buster's boat tour the same time as the speedboat. So I'm like, oh shit, like, and at this point I didn't want to go with this man. Like, I really didn't. Like, he just ruined the whole vibe last night. Like, no. But of course I had already paid for it, so I was like, dang, okay, we're gonna go. So I'm telling her that, you know, I have this tour booked at the time where the speedboat is booked, and she's like, oh damn. And she's like, okay, well, go ahead and we'll just meet up with you again later in the night. I had texted Buster saying I'm on my way, that we're about to go on our boat tour. because it's already paid for. I get to the red roof and he's trying to apologize, fake apologize.
You're not embarrassed. This is really embarrassing.
Like,
I just care about you. I just want to make sure you're safe. Like, it wasn't supposed to be. I didn't mean to lash out like that. Like, I was just upset. Like, I didn't mean to get loud and blah, blah, blah.
and he's just saying all this stuff. I'm just like, whatever. For the sake of the trip and my sanity, I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I accept your apology. We get ready and we go on the tour. And when I tell you, this actually was probably one of my favorite things that I did on the trip. It was so beautiful just being on the water. At first I was scared because they didn't give us no life vests. But because we went far out in the ocean. But it was a nice little romantic thing. I tried to enjoy it with him. And that was the only thing where he was actually calm and I could enjoy it. And yeah, it was a good, I will say it was a good time on there. They had drinks and yeah, it was just really, really beautiful. When we got back, I'm telling him, hey, I'm about to meet up with my cousin again tonight. And again, like always, he had an attitude. But I was like, yo, I'm done. I'm ignoring all this attitude that you're giving me. I'm ignoring it. I'm just trying to enjoy my trip. I ride back in the Uber with him. Back to the red roof. Then I ride from the red roof to the Airbnb. When I tell you I am racking up a bill on Lyft, it is crazy. By the end of it, I think I spent, I'm not even joking you, I think I spent like $200-300 on Ubers.
Damn!
And Lyfts. I can't remember where exactly we went that night with my cousin, but we went out again that final night because again, I only stayed like 3 days because that's all I could afford, honey. So I forgot what club it was, but we went to a club and I had so much fun. It was lit. I could tell though by the end of it that my cousin was frustrated because I was going back and forth with this man, spending time with him, trying to split my time between the two of them, and it really was just stressing me out. And it was a lot. She was disappointed that she couldn't spend more time with me. And then he was disappointed because for no reason. I did spend that last night with my cousin and we had fun and we had a good time. That final night, we head back and it wasn't awkward, but it was just like, I had it in my mind that I'm just like, I'm seeing your true colors and I don't like what I see. Like, I don't like how you're acting right now. So we go to bed and the next morning we had our flight and he's acting like he don't want to get up. I'm like, we have to get up. We cannot miss this flight. We head back to the airport. Mind you, the Red Roof Inn that we were at was literally like 10 minutes from the airport. It was really close to the point where we could like hear planes. We went back and it was fine. It was cool, whatever, but I was upset about the whole thing. And I could just tell my cousin was upset because like that was supposed to be a girls trip and I kind of like intruded on that and like that was supposed to be our time. I got back home and we had like lunch with my mom because she picked us up from the airport. We talked about the trip and everything and he's saying,
oh, it was good, it was great, it was blah, blah, blah.
And we talked briefly about the whole thing of him yelling. He was like, oh, I just wanted to protect her. He was talking about he was mad because he thought he couldn't believe that I would think that he would take my ID, even though he did. He did. I know he did. We dropped him off and I just went home and then like literally 2 months after the trip, I broke up with him because it was just constant fighting. I was thinking like, yo, long-term partner, I don't want to argue with my partner every single day, every hour of the day over dumb shit. Yeah, y'all, so that was the story of how my ex completely ruined my trip to Miami. I did have some good moments there thanks to my cousin, but other than that, it wasn't good. There's gonna be more stories about Buster, for sure. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one soon.